Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the Mary Sam Show 2019, baby. Here we come. All right, so today we have an exciting topic for you. It's about money. How can you save more? How can you spend less? What's the psychology of money? Why are we all spending so much money, Mary? Come on.
I don't know. You and I went through our bills for 2019,
Yep.
setting goals, and we said, okay, let's face the reality and see where we spend most of our money and where we can actually cut back. And boy, that's a painful exercise because you do want to face reality.
Right.
Most places or spendings is going eating out.
We just had a lot of food expenditure. It wasn't just eating out. It was also
Food is expensive.
it's also going to trips to Costco, the Trader Joe's, and wherever else we go. Man. I mean,
So it looks
seriously.
like we eat a lot. But anyways, that's a painful exercise. And that's what we did, and set some new goals to save more money, spend less, and enjoy life, more importantly.
Yeah, I mean, that's really a big thing, is to try to achieve certain levels of wealth. And that really needs to be thought about systematically. Now, for some of you, you could care less, and I get it. That's fine. But this is for the people who want to do a little bit better in their life and want to succeed and want to achieve financial security and independence. And I'll explain what those mean, and then maybe you can go into the psychology behind it. Okay?
Sure.
Does that sound fair?
Yes.
So financial security is basically having a job and having enough money to pay your bills. About 78% of the United States does that, living paycheck to paycheck. And then once we go one step beyond that, this level of just independence means that if you actually paid all your bills and saved enough money and the savings were invested, now you're getting passive income, meaning money's coming in because it's working for you rather than you working for it. And if we can achieve that level and meet all of our financial needs, we have independence. That means we won't have to go to work anymore. All of our bills will be paid by the money that's coming in. And that could be any asset class that is an asset. And by that I mean stocks, bonds, investments in companies, businesses, right? Real estate investments. That's money coming in. Anything that's leaving your pocket is a depreciating asset or a liability, right? So that's kind of what I want to talk about. And then lastly, the greatest level to achieve is financial freedom. That means buy anything whenever you want. You don't have to think about it. But more
And
importantly,
the finances are covered.
the finances are covered. You don't have to worry about the money. Mary, tell us about why the mindset. I mean, why can't we just do what I said? It sounds simple enough. So what stops us?
Yeah, but in action, very difficult.
Right.
I think it's the human behavior, how we behave to fulfill specific needs. And I'll start with myself. So when I spend more than I should is because I'm bored. That's an outlet for me to just find just a moment of fun that I could just escape the world and go to Home Goods and buy a whole bunch of things for the house, and some of the stuff I don't even need, but it's just that moment of finding something, buying, bringing it home.
Instant gratification.
Exactly. So I think its first thing is that mindset of the behavior we have, that you have to ask yourself a question. Why do you do the things you do in terms of spending more money? It's a behavior pattern. And to realize that first, and then what can you do to step outside of that and start to eliminate that behavior that is not serving you well. And you can replace it with some alternative ways of enjoying having fun without spending so much money.
Sure.
So when I looked at our bills, that I do make a lot of trips to Home Goods and TJ Maxx and buy stuff, that's worse because to you it doesn't seem like, well, I'm talking about to me, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of money, but $250, it adds up. every time you go.
Oh yeah.
And
That's at least $2,400 a year.
right, which it's worthless. So I start to replace because I realize that I'm just looking for a moment to just have fun. So I start getting back into art, painting, drawing, and refurbishing things, which gives me a really good sense of like, you know, being in the moment, being in the now,
Yeah.
the present. So actually, every time I get an urge to want to go, and then I find something that I could take back from the home and fix it, give it a fresh look, and that gives me a good energy.
Right.
So the mindset is very important, but if we go beyond just the behavior that what you're doing right now, most of the early childhood memories, the programming starts as early as what, 3, 4. So if you're brought up in an environment where there's always this feeling of scarcity and being fearful, and money was always an issue, you are going to bring that to the world. You are going to bring that to your home, and you are going to have that behavior about money.
As much as you like to not be like your parents, you're going to be just like your parents. Whatever that was, you're replaying that. And if you came from a family of savers, you're going to save. If you come from a family of spenders, you're going to spend. It was really, really important. The relationship early on you have with money stays with you the rest of your life.
Yes.
Now, that doesn't mean you're doom and gloomed. It means you recognize where you are, and then you can make changes if you want, right? That's a key
absolutely,
component.
if you want, because you
Yeah.
can't change that, especially in America. There are so many self-made millionaires, and the way they're made by themselves is because they actually decided that their destination is going to be different than what their parents did. So I think some of the behaviors that you can start to notice about yourself is what is your mindset about money? Are you always fearful? Are you always anxious? You're always worried about money? If you're always worried about money, chances are that your psychology, your mindset is very negative, and that's the way you were brought up. And the other thing is, like, most people that are poor, they have a mentality of winning the lottery, because they hope and pray that one day that will be their
savior.
luck, their savior, and then one day they're gonna win. I know a family member that she buys $80 a week worth of lottery money,
Oh, yeah.
and hoping that she's gonna win. And what are the chances of people winning lottery?
I don't know, but she's
Almost
contributing
zero.
to that jackpot every month.
That's right. The bottom line is that you have to do a lot of conditioning of the mind in order to reprogram your mind, so you could have new sets of beliefs on how it's going to serve you well in saving money, investing money, so then you don't have to wait till you're really old to retire, and then by then sometimes it's not even fun to do the fun things when you're that old. So you could start living your life now.
Yeah, and I would just add that, here's some tips you can do. There's a great book called The Millionaire Next Door. I would look it up on Amazon. And then also talk to a financial advisor to help you out, because they can kind of go through an assessment of where you are and where you need to be, and show you ways to help you get there. And a lot of them do it for free just to help you out. So it's really important to get a coach, just like you would when you're doing something for self-improvement, just like when you're going to the gym to get a trainer. Any of those things is going to help you, and you'll be surprised at how much people love to help others, and they actually won't charge you anything to do that because they want to see you succeed. So I think to wrap it up is just be mindful of what you're doing, and if you want some more information, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to help you.
Thank you. Till next time.
Thank you.